Hey mate, here are 4 low effort side hustles that you can do at night to make extra cash. I've actually done all of them myself at various times in my life, and I've made real money doing them, so I know they work. And one of them made over $2 million in revenue. If you're new around here, my name's Andy. Welcome to the channel. If you've been trying to find ways to make money online or in the real world, in the evenings or weekends because you have a daytime job or whatever, but you're struggling with information overload, then you're not alone. That's completely normal. You're not lazy, you're not incapable. Maybe you're feeling a bit stuck or left behind in life. If so, we can fix that. Ideally, your day job will cover all your bills and your living expenses, and your side hustle will give you extra cash that you can then reinvest, or you can do whatever you want with to actually get ahead in life, or even just enjoy it a little bit more. Because if all you're ever doing is just paying bills, you can start to feel a bit stuck. So the first one is on the internet, selling pictures of your feet. Nah, I was checking if you're still listening. But seriously, the first easy side hustle that you can do at evenings and weekends is casual labor apps. I'm going to get to some more like businessy type side hustles in a minute, which have a much higher ceiling. But if you want some guaranteed, like safe extra income, then a part-time job is always going to be the fastest way to do that. And don't click away just because I've said the J word, because the problem with most part-time jobs is that it's too much of a commitment if you already have a day job. Things like set hours might just be too much for you. And that's where these casual labor apps come in. They are one of the easiest ways to earn extra money at night or weekends, because they let you pick shifts, like individual shifts, when it suits you, and you're never obliged to do anything that you don't want to. And because of the type of work on these apps, there are a lot of evening and weekend shifts that get posted, and then you can just apply for whichever ones you like. So in Australia, I've always used Sidekicker. It's a great app, easy to use, but there are equivalents all over the world. For example, in the US, there are apps like Instawork and Wonolo. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. And in the UK, you've got Indeed Flex and Coupal, to name a couple. They all work on the same principle. You pick individual shifts when it suits you. So here's the Sidekicker app right now. There's a flyering gig here, 4 hours, $157. Stand building, 8.5 hours on a Friday all day. That's $294 that's paying. You can see one there. There's next Thursday. Then there's like unloading a container. There's food servery. You can see there's quite a wide variety of jobs on here. Now, this is not like Airtasker in that these apps connect like actual businesses with people wanting extra work. They're not like randoms posting, mow my lawn for $10. It's they're all proper businesses, and it's proper employment. So they have to abide by all the proper employment laws. So that means proper wages, proper breaks, and all that sort of stuff. Proper. I feel like I've just said proper about 100 times in the last minute. Legally, you're a temp worker, so you don't even need an ABN. Like real low effort setup, guaranteed extra income. At least consider it if all you want is just some fast extra money. Another way of doing that is the food delivery apps. It's kind of in the same vein. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because you all know the deal by now. Perfect if you don't know how much time or when you can commit time. Like one delivery should take roughly 20 minutes. You can squeeze that in wherever you want. If you haven't got time for a whole week or two, don't worry about it. If you want to smash out a whole weekend, you can do that. It's always going to be there for you whenever you want, and with very little notice. Okay, so that's a bit different with Sidekicker. You might need to book the shifts in like sort of a day or two ahead. Double check this, but it used to take less than 24 hours to get registered and get out there earning money, but I think it's probably still really quick. Easy. Okay, now on to the more juicy stuff. Some of you will be looking for just quick cash, and I've given you a couple of guaranteed methods to achieve that already. Now I want to start talking about like an actual side business or micro business, which is what I'm more passionate about on this channel. And I want to highlight how it can add much more value to your life on top of just some extra income. So if you feel like your life is a bit off, or something is a bit off in your life, like maybe you just constantly feel tired, or you feel flat, and bear with me here, I put it to you that you might not actually be tired. You might just be a bit disinterested in what you're doing on a daily basis. Or to put it another way, you might just be a bit like just uninspired by your daily life routine, right? If that's the case, some extra part-time like work, like, you know, doing a bit of bar work or whatever, or doing some laboring at the weekends to earn some extra cash, you're still working for someone else, and it's unlikely to change sort of the way you feel about your life and about how you feel within yourself, kind of thing. However, I think that it's possible that starting a business might actually change the way you feel. Okay, so one idea I've always liked is called regret minimization. Now, the goal isn't to make the perfect decision, but it's to make choices that reduce the chance that you'll look back in regret in 10, 20 years' time, wishing you'd at least tried something, right? I think you're genuinely more likely to regret not giving a business a go than you will if you gave it a go, right? And before you think, yeah, but what if I lose everything? That's exactly why this channel is focused on starting a business in a way that keeps risks as low as possible. So if you can reduce the financial risk, all you're really left with is the risk of never trying at all. Oh, by the way, just quickly, if you could do me a massive solid, give that like button a slap and the subscribe button a little tickle, then you'll have good luck for the rest of the day. Maybe, probably. You might do. You're nothing to lose, really. Okay, so here are two small business type side hustles that you can do at night and weekends. One I've done before and made a couple of $1 million in revenue. Yes, I said that right. $2 million in revenue over the life of the business. And the other one I'm currently doing right now, and I'm really enjoying it. And you might guess them, so let's see if you've guessed correctly. So the first one is a Shopify store, but I'm going to narrow that down further to a one product private label Shopify store, at least to begin with. So one product private label, what does that mean? So I'm saying don't try to start a huge fashion brand from scratch with little to no experience, unless you've already sort of done that in your career. Starting out with a big range of selling everything, apparel, accessories, everything like that, it's going to be just, for one, it's going to cost a fortune. And for two, it's so hard. So, and that doesn't mean that you can't do that later on. But remember, at the start, we're trying to keep the risk low. So we do that by starting with one single private label product, absolutely nailing it, and only then thinking about expanding. So private labeling basically means taking an existing product. So we're not reinventing the wheel. We're taking an existing product. We're putting your logo on it, your packaging, your branding, ideally tweaking it in some way to improve it and make it better than your competition. And that can be as simple as sort of scanning reviews of your competitors' products like Amazon or whatever. And then sort of finding out what the most common complaints are that people have about it. Or if you already use a product and you love it, but you always think, oh, there's just one thing I'd change about this, then it would be the perfect product. Then you're in a great spot and definitely consider looking into that further. That's what I did to build a 6-figure online store, which generated over $2 million in revenue over the life of the business. I ran it for like 10 years. At first, I was doing it on the side, and then it grew into my full-time gig. After, I think it took about 3 years to get to that point. So again, there's a lesson there. Don't expect it to happen overnight. Like I said, if you want quick cash, get a part-time job. If you've not used Shopify before, you've probably at least heard of it. So everyone says it's easy, and for once they're right. Like, it's not one of those things where everyone says it's easy and you look at it and you're like, this really isn't, like, I've been conned. It really is stupidly easy. So when I started the business in 2014, it wasn't as easy. The barrier of entry was that it wasn't that easy to start your own online store. So that barrier to entry is now completely gone, because these days your focus has to be more on like the product, getting the product like just great for users, the brand, the story, the user experience. Like, is it easy to order? People excited about ordering? Are they excited about sharing their purchase online or through word of mouth in real life? Like, all of this stuff, which doesn't necessarily rely on technical knowledge, and all stuff that can be massively boosted by just being passionate about what you're doing. Like, let's say you've got two people, one of them's got the technical knowledge about how to do e-commerce, but they're just really not excited about the project. And then you've got another person who, you know, knows how to use a laptop, maybe basic Canvas skills, but they're absolutely passionate about the product, and they are a potential customer for that product. Like, so they understand the niche and the customer audience, and that second person has got a way higher chance of success. And I will die on that hill, I promise you. Right, so I'll put a link anyway in the description of this video for Shopify. The offer's always changing, but at the time of recording is that you can start for free and then keep building for $1 a month, I think, until you're ready to launch. So you're not blowing a load of money before you've even launched. And even then, when you do launch, it's cheap enough, you know. It's an affiliate link, but I've always recommended Shopify to friends and family regardless. And in my opinion, no other platform comes close. Back in the day, 10, 15 years ago, there was a conversation to be had about which e-commerce platform to use. These days, I don't think there's any conversation. Shopify is the only one worth considering. Now, there are a ton of videos that go into more detail on that on my channel, so I definitely recommend subscribing and having a look around. Even if you're only slightly interested in that topic, there's loads on this channel, so have a look around. Right, and finally, the last side hustle / side business that you can do in the evenings or weekends in your spare time, and that is YouTube. Now, again, I'm gonna put a caveat on here, not just YouTube in general. It's YouTube, and it's a niche channel with a focus on affiliates, okay? So don't try and become the next Mr. Beast. I mean, for one, people like Mr. Beast and those ones that go massive, they are uniquely talented. You might be uniquely talented. If so, more power to you. And they're uniquely talented, and they also were in at a great time to start. These days, it's very saturated, and it's not the most, it's not the most intelligent way to go about it. So this way, in my opinion, is more likely to make you money, and then that's going to feed back into how much you actually like doing it. Because if you're not making a penny and you're grinding, you're going to lose interest at some point. So I recommend that you make videos that solve problems people are already searching for. So for example, this channel that you're watching right now solves the problem of people looking to start a side hustle or a side business for the first time, and they may be a bit confused or overwhelmed by everything. And then because of that, I'm able to recommend products or software that I genuinely use myself that will help them in their journey. A channel with 1,000 highly targeted subscribers is going to make more money from affiliates than, say, a channel like an entertainment channel with 10,000 subscribers just trying to make money from YouTube ads alone. To illustrate this point, my channel currently has about 7,500 subscribers, and in the last year I've made about $15,000 in affiliate revenue just by recommending a few very specific services that I already use myself to solve very specific problems that my audience is likely to encounter. And I only made about 4,500 from YouTube ads. So that shows you. And I'm in a high, the niche I'm in has a high RPM. Like, you get paid more per 1,000 views than I would if I was making videos about computer games or whatever, for example. Okay, so when picking a niche, don't let money be the only deciding factor. You want to try and find the sweet spot between something you're interested in and something you already know about. And if you're thinking, yeah, but Andy, I'm not actually an expert in anything, then that's fine. Make videos for beginners, because I guarantee you'll know more than what a beginner does. And you're probably new enough that you can still remember what it's like to be a beginner, whereas a so-called expert has been doing something for like 20 years, maybe can't remember the actual day-to-day issues that a beginner was facing, whereas you can. So you'll be able to provide real value, real relatable value to your audience. I go into way more detail about how to start a YouTube channel in this video right here. Or if you want to sort of go down or explore the e-commerce route, this is me basically just giving a brain dump of everything I learned during the 10 or so years running my Shopify store. So pick your poison, whichever one you choose. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.